feel like I can load guys up and continue to be aggressive. Not necessarily being aggressive looking for my shot, but aggressive finding guys like Jared down the stretch in Minnesota. I wanted to keep loading him up. I knew he had he's a tough guy to guard, and he started to feel it.
This is the second time you're playing this team in the first 5 Big Ten games, but it's not an easy matchup by any means. I mean, what exactly do you see, especially from Scott, because he's going to be defending you now, and especially now that they're going more man.
Scott is senior guard. He's a very good player. One of the best guards in the Big Ten. He's been playing great lately. He is a great on-ball defender, and it's going to be a fun matchup for me. I love going against some of the best guards in the conference and in the country for that fact, and it's going to be a great matchup. And they're going to play man-to-man. They're going to pressure us, similar to what we saw from Minnesota, where they want to get up and press and always try to make it uncomfortable for you. So we'll be ready for that.
Your quickness and especially your speed is very underrated. Yet you're playing guys who are just as fast, or if not quicker, in times than you. How have you been able to learn that over the last few years to go up against a guy, Matthews, as quick as they come? Scott, those types of guys.
It's been a learning experience. You gotta learn angles. You gotta outsmart them at times. Matthew, he's one of the quickest guys I've ever played against. He's a jet, and you just gotta learn how to play him, and you can't relax 1 second. You always gotta be down in your stance. You always gotta be ready to defend. 'Cause when you relax for one possession or 1 second in the game, they're gonna drive right by you. So you just gotta be ready at all times.
You're just a slight movement in front of the basket kind of altered Matthews' shot just a fraction of a second. Of course, that was a pivotal fraction of the second. What did you think when you saw him approaching the hoop there with 1.2 seconds left?
I was afraid to contest him at first. I didn't want to foul. That was my main thing going through my head. Don't foul. Didn't want to give up a 3-point play and lose the game. We felt like if this game goes into overtime, that should be a worst-case scenario. And right now, I just kind of jumped to the side of him a little bit. I didn't want to make it just a wide-open layup for him, and it ended up working out.
Do you guys let yourself think about the Big Ten West at all? Knowing, do you look at that? The standings?
I don't look at it at all personally. It's a long season. There's a lot of Big Ten games left, and anything can happen in the Big Ten. Top to bottom, anyone can be anybody, and so you got to just really prepare one game at a time. And right now, all we're looking at is Ohio State.
I know it's a cliche, but I think 2 years ago you started 3-7, fought your way into contention, for the NCAA, and then last year, conversely, you were up quite a bit and then kind of fell down at the end. I mean, have you learned from those experiences, and is that somehow you're applying it to it, more the mental approach than anything else?
Definitely, especially taking away last season where we had a tremendous start, and then down the stretch we fell apart a little bit, and so I'm just really just trying to take it one game at a time and try to keep all the guys prepared and let them know that it's a long season. We just got to keep coming and keep battling every day and getting better every day.
How is that mental approach important, knowing that you guys gave up a big lead here against Michigan State, lost again, and then to come back on the road and then have to fight back the way you did at the end? How have you applied that to your approach, both in the games and then just knowing that you're never out of it, but you're also having to fight back a lot?
Yeah, it's definitely a big mental thing where it's a grind every night. It's going to be a battle, and you know that coming into the game, and you just got to be prepared for that every night, and you got to know what's coming. You can't take a night off. You can't take a day of practice off for that, and we just got to stay mentally prepared at all times, especially in the Big Ten.
Ohio State has changed completely in the way they're defending people in just a couple weeks since you guys played. Was that game plan, that old one, kind of out the window?
Yeah, we didn't even really watch a lot of the film from our first game because they're playing totally different now. They were playing strictly 2-3 before, now they're playing strictly man. And, I've never really seen anything like that, but it's totally different. And Ohio State's traditionally been a very good man-to-man team. Last year they were one of the best man-to-man teams in the country. So, we're preparing for that, and we'll be ready for that.